Hey, what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Yimbo, and welcome back to my channel. Yimbo reviews everything, and this is my Sunday night show where I talk about life and toys. So hi everybody. So happy Sunday. Great being here as always. I had a daddy twins day today. Wifey was out doing some friend stuff, so she got her day out, and yeah, so that's where. Nothing like last second throwing everything together, making sure all of the technology is ready to rock and roll. But I think I have everything set up. I did start writing my notes down too, but then it just turned into a whole thing. So I'm just happy that we're all here together tonight. And it is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a great show this evening. So we will get to the long Halloween. I'm going to have my neighbor Dan, the Captain 1134, going to introduce him later on. He's currently doing his Toy Daddy thing with his daughters, putting them down. So in the meantime, I wanted to kick things off by showing. Let me get this queued up first. So I wanted to thank my friend Ryan, aka Diggs Figs. So we had, here we go. Oop. All right. So this was his idea. So he is, did he get it? Did he's there? Yes, he did get there. Yes. Okay. So I gotta, oh, what am I trying to do here? Try to move my stuff around. There we go. Get this technology all sorted out. All right. I want to share this screen. So real quick. So congratulations. This was for Diggs Figs closing in on 1,000. He's there. He crossed it. So congratulations, Ryan. That is awesome, man. Between all of the different algorithms, whatever platform you're trying to grow on, and if it's all of them, then yes, it is tough these days, and we know that. And each milestone is should be celebrated and enjoyed. Take that moment of whew. So man, I'm so proud of you. This is awesome. So he had asked me to get to announce the winner. This was such a fun, cool thing, and that was the shot. He killed it. This was just so beautiful. And Ryan, obviously I'm going to say hi to the chat in a second. So Ryan, if you are here, let me know. Did you paint? I've been meaning to ask you. Did you paint the Renew Your Vows? Because that's the Renew Your Vows Buck Deadpool, right? So that's the special edition. Did you paint the little wrist cuffs? Because ever since I saw this picture, I'm like, yeah, I think I'm going to have to either put some paint to it, black permanent marker, maybe my Gundam marker. That would actually probably hold up a little bit better. But yeah, man. So this is so cool. And Ryan, let me just because I don't want to bring up anything else in the back. So let's see. There we go. All right. So congratulations. So we had some Ryan, again, this picture phenomenal. Just trying to get to see. Oh, is that what you did? You dirty dog. Oh, oh, this is great. Okay, so, I'm so excited. All right, so, Ryan, are you here? I didn't want to do this without you. Are you listening to chat, buddy? I had offered Ryan one day. I'm going to coerce Ryan to join me on one of these live streams. But yes, this is a great, thank you very much, Unworthy. While you guys are here, hit that like button because I want to bring this up. All right, let me do this. I'm gonna pull that down for a second because he sent me a screenshot of the winner. So I just didn't want to be scrolling through DMs, yada yada yada. So what? Use the latest version of the app to see the picture. Oh, this is ridiculous. See, this is where I should have. I probably should have checked this beforehand. Rats. Okay, so I have the winner. So Ryan, oh, here we go. Just took them off a different Deadpool. Oh, okay, that was a great call. I was looking at my comic one. He didn't have the loose straps. Okay, all right. So Diggs, you're here. So here we go, buddy. I couldn't bring up the picture because my browser, for whatever reason, is giving me the latest app thing. So here we go. for the Digs Figs caption contest. You guys killed it. Let me just bring up his post one last time because it's awesome. Just clicking around the wrong stuff. Here we go. Let's bring up his picture one more time. Sorry. And here it is. Okay. So for the Digs Figs caption contest of this incredible, incredible Deadpool photo, it came down to, here it is. It is daily figure display. Congratulations. The caption was, well, that was fun, boys. Same time next week. You should really get that eye checked out, Greg. You're looking, and then it got cut off. Oh man, honestly, reading these throughout the week, whenever I had a chance to peek up, like it just brought me great joy and smiles. So that is fantastic. So there we is. So again, congratulations goes out to Daily Figure Display. So that's the account that won the Ryan, aka Digs Figs, caption contest. So awesome. Ryan's gonna be running the show, so he'll be reaching out, all of that good stuff. So again, Ryan, thank you so much, man. It meant the world that you asked me to be a part of the reveal, and thanks so much, man. So you're the best. This picture, amazing. Congratulations on crossing 1,000, and congratulations again to Daily Figure Display. So yay, that was awesome. I hope that was good, Ryan. That was great. Oh, so good. Oh, my boy Emma Kitty's in the house. What's going on? You know what? While I have Instagram all queued up, let me shout out Emma Kitty. So, obviously, if you've been watching. So again, first of all, thank you everybody in the chat. I will be shouting you guys out and saying hi to each of you individually in just a second. I just wanted to show. Well, I was trying to. There we go. Trying to bring up a cool little thing that's up on my page right now. And here we go. So what you're looking at right now is M. McKinney's first ever toy photography post. So M. McKinney's account is messy_toy_photography_31. So right now up on my page. So there we go. So there's mine. But it's right here. Here's the post. You can go right to M. McKinney's account. There it is. It is so cool. And this is actually going to be a perfect segue into my Target run that I did with my kids today. So love this shot. So great. Emma McKinney suggested we use the Target tree stump. So I busted mine out. Again, I still haven't done any other weathering to it, but this is the Target tree stump display. The platform as the little Halloween sticker. This was the $5 base, and he said, "Man, well, what are we going to do with it?" I'm like, "That's an excellent question." I was just going to incorporate it, like, a scene around it. And I was like, "So, this will know that this is going to be a piece to the collab. So just, who do you want to run with, like, character wise?" And he ended up running with the turtles. Sent me this awesome setup that inspired me to put mine together. So here was my version of that. So again, it's funny. I took a few different angles of it. I was trying to, at one point, the last batch I took, to include more of the tree stump to really showcase it. But then, like, this came out to be what I thought the better of the photographs that I took in that setup. So I tried to make it like sunlight, not to spend time talking about my shot. It's just I happen to be the one right here with the microphone. But I went with, like, I tried to do it like a sunset dusk. I had my orange light, that wand actually, that I was, took a bunch of different shots to try to get the perfect, as best as I could to get where he's looking at the sunset. So he's lit. And I did try to catch the brothers in the shadows and that, like, city backdrop. So, so I don't know. That was cool. So anyway, congrats, dude. Emma McKinney, thank you so much for again, always posting your awesome questions in the chat. You've been an awesome, again, you've enhanced every stream. So thank you very much. It was a pleasure to be a part of your first toy photo. And as I told you, this will be the first of many. So yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. So guys, go follow Messy Toy Photography 31 if you don't already. So there we go. Pull that back down. And there we go, Ryan. Yes, thank you. Yes, Ben. It was so awesome. Everybody, that seriously, those captions were stellar, stellar, stellar work. Special shout out to Wade Create. You know, Wade, you were putting in the work trying to get the word out about Ryan's challenge. So yeah, it was really awesome, man. And speaking of, there you go. Sure, it was a lot of fun, Diggs. Awesome challenge. Congrats on 1,000. Yeah, man. There we go. Clintastic. I'm still stumped on how to use that stump. I've had it for months. Yeah, dude. I mean, it is it is gorgeous. Like it really is an awesome thing. It does need that little bit of weathering for like close-up shots, but it is a really nice piece. But yeah, I don't know. It's you just have to decide like I'm gonna have this in the picture and then just go from there. That's my best advice, which isn't great, but just build the scene around it. Just know you're gonna use it and then go from there. Um, Diggs, let's see. This is awesome. Get to watch someone grow from day one. Yeah, man. Congrats on McKinney. That's awesome, dude. And Diggs said, thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Yes, there you go. And TJ Williams is in the house. What's going on, man? Thank you for hanging out this evening. All right. So that was now a perfect, when I tell you that was the perfect segue into my Target trip today. So, all right. I had to get situated. So it's really funny that we brought up like the tree stump because again, Target has been giving us, different tree-based items that go really well with toy photography. So there was that. There was this tree, if you guys remember. I think with these from August. Did I buy these in August? So I feel like a jerk because I definitely, maybe it was Labor Day, but I think it was one of my shore streams, my New Jersey shore streams, where I was talking about these. But I still haven't even used this in a picture yet, and I need to because this is literally spooky season. I'm running out of time. But there was this. Now today, Target had a bunch. Oh, the smaller ones I was going to show. Oh man, so they have the little ones from last year. Those are back for $1 a piece. So the little trees, evergreen trees that are sprinkled with snow. They have the larger size. I could actually move and get it, but then should I get it? Should I just get it? Hang on. Hang on. All right. See, that was quick. I can move now. That's something else I did this weekend. I actually like straightened up my basement even more. Like I feel like I keep chipping away. But anyway, this was the tree I was referring to. So these were the tiny ones. To give you the sense of scale, this is what was available at Target last year. These are back. Now, I did use these in my city, as like, trees on the corner of the sidewalk, etc. So they're fine. They're decorative, like holiday trees. So even though Marvel Legends are going to be bigger, I think you could pull them off. But they have these now. So these were, like I said, I think $1. For $3, they have like a much taller version. I originally had 3 of them in my cart, and then I stopped myself and put those back because I figured, all right, I have 2 of these, and then for $3, I saw this instead. So I went, yeah, I have 2 of these now. So I have, oh man, I'm gonna get another Target tree. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, this is too funny. See, this is all because of Wade. This is all because of Wade Unparalleled, Mr. Stevie on Wednesday night. If you caught the top 10 stream, I get very jealous of everybody that has the freedom to run around while they're streaming and materialize these things. I've been trapped typically in my chair. All right. You may recall last year, I think this was last year. I know Realm of Toys 89 and I bought a bunch of these. Or I should say I have 2 of these. I know he bought a bunch. But these are again like little Christmas trees. Here we go. Like they're fake, obviously, with the wire, but there you go. So I bought 2 of these. These are great for scale again in photography as larger trees. And now this is the new one. And it is smaller, but then it has that awesome snow covering. And it's not like flaking off. which is good. Yeah, it's not like it's not flaking. So it's staying on. It's not coming off on my fingers. So that's great. So I bought 2 of those. Those were, I forget. Let's see. Oh, $3. All right. So 3. I was about to say, were they 5? No, so they were 3. So I bought 2 of those, but those are the new things that are out right now. So again, Target providing lots of tree options. Obviously I would have to use these things separately, but yeah, they're just anything, when you're setting up your shots, anything that you can add to the foreground, background, it creates depth, it creates intrigue, interest in your shot. So yeah, so there was that. So that was part of my Target run today. Some other stuff from my Target run, and yes, I do have my second camera set up, but I just have a lot of toys in there right now. So this was a fun little thing. I bought a toy for my wife, and not that she would prefer for me to stay out of buying her toys. She's like, we buy enough toys, but this is one of her like core things, which is Hocus Pocus, like from her childhood with her, growing up with her sister. It's our go-to Halloween movie, and like I said, I was with my kids pushing them at Target, looking at the NECA collectible section, which did have a lot of new stuff, just nothing that I wanted. I saw that red shirt Casey. I thought about it. But Hocus Pocus. So these are from NECA. And these are ridiculous. So if you were into the Sanderson sisters, they are really cute, adorable. And I never bought any of these like monster line. I don't really know what they are referred to as, like a monster line or just from the movie, Disney's Hocus Pocus. But yeah, I'm not sure of the wave. It looks like those, those horror characters that they have in that section. But anyway, these are really adorable. And I was just like, she needs this in her life. So she walked in the door. My daughter gave it to her. It was like, please display them. So we're going to have some toys, everybody. We're going to have some toys displayed in the main house. All right, back to the chat. Here we go, everybody. So, let's see. TJ Williams. Kurt K is in the house. What's going on, my man, Kurt? Thank you so much. Hoping to stay up late for Giant Man tomorrow. I will continue to say I backed it. He looks so good. I just want a Marvel Legend that big. But that's it. But that's if you can swing it. That's it, But I think this is going to be really special. And Mr. Stevie said if it does get to the 10,000 only, again, it's going to be 10,000. That's it. That's all it's going to be in existence. So I really do. I hope to get that big Marvel Legend in my hands. Let's see. Emma Kinney. Those white ones are cool. I need them. Which part of the store? It's, again, right when you walk in, they just new stuff is now some more like Christmassy type winter wonderland stuff is making their way into those, discount sections when you first walk in. They still had some of the spooky trees too. So it's a little blend of Halloween and Christmas now. Wade, got to check out the Target now. Speaking of which, Wade has been doing awesome stuff. So if you don't follow Wade Create over on Instagram, I definitely recommend it. So on my channel, so this week at the very least, I am promising you one new review video, like a week. I don't know what day they're going to launch, but at the very least, one new figure review. I'm also coming up with other video ideas around toys, like whether it's comparison stuff, accessory based, yada, yada. So I have to decide who to do this week. I'm still leaning towards Mask of the Red Death. So that's who I want to, take care of. But this week, I did talk about Ghost. So I put my review up, and Wade Create watched it. So thank you, Wade. Ran with it and ended up doing a lot of the modding and customizing I had envisioned. So yes, I would go follow Wade, and then definitely I'm losing my train of thought because I see my guest is in the backstage area. Sorry. But yeah, so that review is up. That review is up. If you were curious, everybody, about the Jazzwares Call of Duty line, I screwed around. I kept that Ghost for you. And, it's a mixed bag. But, ladies and gentlemen, I am very excited because right now I have a special guest. I have been waiting years for my man Dan to be able to join me. So this has just been because of our timing of our lives, of getting to meet, our friendship, developing as both in person and in the toy photography space. Oh, he's so wonderful. So I'm just gonna bring up his account real quick. So so you could shout him out. Here we go. So this is the Captain 1134's page. I highly suggest you go check his stuff out. It is wonderful. He is a master storyteller. I love the creativity this guy comes up with. And again, his kids are now coming to an age where he can join in a live stream. So here we go, everybody. My friend Dan.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on, dude? You did it. You're here.
Yeah. I was going to try and get a background set up, but I did not have the time.
That's okay. Well, now that you're here, everybody, this is for my question of the day. And it's my little LOL thing. But it's like, did you guys do your homework? If you didn't, it's all right. Because, number one, this is a story that we've realized is almost 20 years old now, right? So
yeah,
this is crazy. So we're gonna, we'll announce spoilers near the end of our little conversation today. But I was blown away, dude. What was it? The first artwork thing I just saw this 94. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. 1994. Where is our life going, Dan?
I remember reading it when it was new too, which is crazy.
Yeah. Here we go. So I have over here a little slideshow for us. So this is just to help guide our conversations, because we're not going to, again, in the chat, if you let us know if you did end up reading, if you did end up reading the book, or if you checked out the animated movies, which I didn't get to finish. I didn't go back and end up watching. Did you end up watching both of them or no?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I watched it when it first came out, but it was like...
Oh, no, so you didn't watch it again recently? Okay, because I watched it
a couple months ago, though.
Okay.
Where it's still a little fresh. I still, when I was rereading it, because Josh Duhamel played Two-Face, Harvey Dent. So as I'm reading it, I was hearing his voice while I was reading
it. Well, here we go. So this is really Yimbo and the Captain read everything. So this is us reading everything. But here we go. So I have my second camera, which we can also reference different things. So I can kind of bring that up if we need to. So right off the bat, we are going to talk, we're going to get a little deep about the story without trying to reveal the killer. So the premise of this is that it starts, chapter 1 is crime, right? It starts with this picture, I believe, in Gotham City. We know it's Bruce Wayne. And then it basically tracks, a serial killer every month. It's a killer that kills only on the holidays. So the first one, oh God, who was the first one now? Because there's so many. There was a lot of people died in this book. Number 1. Well, here we go. Let's show this off here. I thought that this would be a nice place for us to get going too. So I don't know if you could see that, I'm hoping, but this is at the end of the graphic novel. It has this awesome image, and it literally is them looking at their it's Dent, Jim Gordon, and Batman. But here we go. So it's the Roman Empire. Oh God. So who was the first one?
Family tree.
Yeah.
The first person that gets killed, who was it? I think it was...
I'm looking at it. It's the guy with the red face. It's Carmine. Yeah, the Roman Falcone. Okay, so the Roman's the one with the scratches on his face. Yeah. He's the one that Bruce is talking to this evening. He's referring to his dad and how Thomas had helped out his father and that whole connection. Oh, that's right.
It's been in I feel like it's been kind of referenced in every single movie, the conversation between Bruce and Falcone, whether it was recently in the Batman or even in Batman Begins. Yeah. He's talking to him in the beginning where they're just the clear difference between all their worlds. They think that they're saying how Bruce Wayne, you think you have power, but you don't know power. That's the whole thing.
Right. You have money. Well, it was interesting. I think you had initially said thematically, this story really does open up as like a Goodfellas, like
The
Godfather.
Like
Yeah,
the opening of The Godfather.
it is straight up. And then just Bruce Wayne getting got. God, the twists and turns of this, because it is really fascinating that it takes the mafia crime stories of like that, again, just organized crime, mob bosses, the whole thing with the Falcone and Maroni's. And then you have all of the Batman supervillains.
Right.
But then the entire story with Batman himself, like, I felt like he was never doing a ton, like action-wise.
Well, and that's the other thing too, because this is early, it's supposed to be early in his career too. I think it's like just after year one, that storyline.
Okay.
But like he's still like new, relatively new. That's where it's like Gordon introduces Dent to him.
Yeah.
Because
well,
Gordon's working with him and Dent wants to work with him. But it's not like your stereotypical Batman story where he's like beating up bad guys left and right or anything. It's like this is why it's the epitome of Batman storytelling, because it is like a true detective story. Like you're just hunting for the killer.
Yeah. Yeah. And even in the moments where, Batman is putting the screws to somebody, it's like in a panel or two. It's just maybe they take one page and he's, holding some thug, with a broken nose. Yeah. But other than that, like I did take one shot. Let's see if it's this next one. Oh yeah, this is what I was going to point out to you, Dan. Like Batman is literally every month after month showing up late. Like he's not good at this.
Right. He's still learning. He's still figuring it out.
Yeah. But there's a little bit of a moment, and it's just like right in the middle months there, right when we hit December and Joker gets infused into the storyline.
This is New Year's Eve, this one.
Oh, that's the New Year's Eve. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
See,
as the ball drop, he wants to, because Joker's whole thing in this whole story is he doesn't like that there's someone stealing his spotlight.
Yes.
So he's actually like hunting for the killer too.
I know.
And his big plan, and spoilers again. Are we doing spoilers? Like what's the deal here?
All right.
Because I don't want to spoil anything. But
yeah, all right. So people in the chat. So
again, I'll leave it at that.
This is a 20-year-old story.
Right.
I'm seeing some comments already, which I'm going to start pulling up for us in a second. So we know that people have read it, whether or not you reread it, because that was the whole thing. Like I reread this week. Dan recently reread it. Like I've seen the animated movie. I watched about half of the part one leading up to this month, and it was excellent, of course, because like who doesn't love seeing their comic books animated, brought to life.
And a lot of it is pulled right from the pages into the Nolan trilogy, the recent Batman movie. So
well, that's the stuff that
you probably know more about it than you think.
Yeah, well, that's the funny thing. Like, I wasn't even making those connections. I mean, I probably have, but just this is my first conversation with you outside of like the other day where we touched base, but we went, well, we'll save it for the stream.
Right.
So now getting to like actually, oh yeah, that's right. Like this was straight up the Dark Knight. Like this whole thing, like the Dark Knight pulled. This is the whole thing with Two-Face, and that's what I was gonna get to too with like. Here, I'm clicking out here, but here we got Two-Face's origin story in this one, and that's what's so great about it. And then I was talking to my buddy Webheads, guy that makes custom webs over on Instagram, but he's a huge fan, and he was noticed, and he's like, oh man, he's like, I love this. Dark Victory. We already started. You said you started reading Dark Victory again, right?
Right.
And that's that's up for me now.
I didn't want to mess up anything. I didn't want to combine the story. Talking about it.
So I haven't touched Dark Victory yet, but Webheads was like, oh, I can't wait. He's like, it's the origin of Robin. And it's like, yes. It's like I forgot that. I forgot all these things. Like they are such wonderful versions of these origin stories. So yeah, the fact that with Two-Face, like you are getting the not just the moment, right? Not just the courtroom moment, but you actually get
before it.
Yeah,
like the psychology of it.
Yeah. And how did he, even down to like, how did he get acid onto the witness stand? Like to be able to do what he did, like even that was explained. So, I mean, God,
that was something like I was thinking about it too while I was reading this, because they kind of almost like set you up in the Dark Knight for when Harvey's interrogating one of like the goons, and you think it's going to happen there, but he pulls out the gun, and that's when Harvey like grabs the gun from him, punches him, and says, "You should have bought American." Like,
right.
And like that whole thing was setting up, because I was rereading this and I'm like, oh, this is like the same thing. It was a guy that he had like gone through the whole thing with. They had their like the whole thing set up so that they were going to get Falcone. Yeah. And then the guy throws the on his face.
Right. Yeah. You think I was going to do that? Done. But here we go. Captain McKay. So I'm going to start with the most recent and I'll work my way back. But Captain McKay said Falcone is one of the best parts of Batman Begins. He's great in the Pattinson movie too. Love both versions. Yeah, agreed. I mean, it's like I said, it's just fantastic. It's fascinating because as good as we both know, and all of us know, like how good the Batman Rogues Gallery is, like you really can't sleep on the crime lords. Right. Like he's
like I even think about like the Batman animated series, Rupert Thorne. Like that guy sticks out in your mind. Like for anyone who watched the show, it's like that was always the big mob boss and throughout all the seasons, and someone that just sticks with you there.
God, man, I forgot how good he was. Just like another Kingpin level style with did he have the rose? Wasn't that his gimmick? He would smell the rose, right? Yeah. Captain McKay says, let's see, probably still my favorite Batman story. Love this book and I'm due for a reread. The animated ones aren't bad. Animation and voice acting are good. I didn't care for some of the story changes. Yeah, that's what I didn't want to keep watching. I wanted to go really like discuss the source material. That's why that was my secondary goal. Like if I was able to do it, great. If not, that's okay.
Yeah, that's what with like the animated movies. Like even for I think of like Hush, they changed like little things that like if you love the story, like the comic book, like for me with Hush, like I liked Hush the story. Like I love the comic book.
Right.
And then watching the movie, I liked it, but there were like little things they changed that I was like, oh, come on. Like,
well, Dan, I totally got Mandela affected when I watched the Hush movie, because again, like I always like when my wife goes to bed, like I'm always checking out like what WB, like what animated movie haven't I seen in a while? Like I always that's like one of my go-tos. And yeah, seeing that, I guess it was last year. And watching and like with the reveal of Hush in the movie, I was like, wait a minute. Is that I mean that works, but like, is that who it was? It started like am I crazy? And I had to go it's very, very funny. Machu says, I really like the animated movies of this story. Yeah, I have to go back and I will be rewatching them. It's on my list. And
I like what they did because they broke it out into two parts, so it wasn't rushed. They could really fit into the story, and they even added some new elements that I thought like helped with the story a little bit. So it was good.
What was something that
they had
anything away, like any major change? Because again, I wouldn't even remember for the point of comparison.
They had more interactions with Harvey and Selina, which I kind of liked.
Okay.
It was almost like had more Selina in it, like which the comic has a ton of Selina in it, but I think the movie added some more to make her more of a prominent character. I feel like
because you know what, like Catwoman was in this book a lot, but I never felt like she was still. I mean, just looking at this storyline, right? Just in the Long Halloween. I mean, I guess she was doing what she was doing in the storyline. Like she just would pop in, like each, she was always that, like, why are you here? And we never really, right? Did they ever really get in?
Asking, why are you always around Falcone? Which
they
never in the book, but in the show, in the like animated movie, they do bring that up.
Okay,
and that's what kind of ties into like the Batman movie with Pattinson.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, because in the book, like that's what I was saying. Like I never felt like they gave her enough to justify, other than just the flirtatious continuation of that. Which again, they did write more books together, so it as they did prolong their relationship. So yeah,
and it's always good to see the interactions between Bruce and Selina like throughout.
Yeah.
like when they're not Batman and Catwoman. Like this
yeah. Do you think they know? I like. Oh, like, are they in the know at this point? Do you think?
I
Like
don't think. I think they suspect, but I don't think officially.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think official. It wasn't official, but I just like they're really late. Like some of those like lingering moments, and
Right.
oh god,
I
even
think
the
of it as.
fact. Well, New
I
Year's.
think of
Going
his.
back to New Year's with Joker. Like,
A New
you're
Year's
lost,
ball.
Bruce. And I'm like, what are you doing,
Yeah.
Bruce? Take the night off.
Right.
Oh, no chewings in the house. What's going on, buddy? And yes, thank you for the reminder. Again, if you're watching live or check out the replay, don't forget that like button, everybody. It helps. But yeah, so Catwoman, I just thought could have been used a little bit more. But one of the things that I did get to look up was a little conversation that the two of them had in an interview. And I didn't realize that, so we know Dark Victory, but then there was Catwoman When in Rome. I never read that graphic novel. So I got to track down that storyline. It's the two of them. And it was, did you read that one or no?
No, I said I haven't read that. I got to check it out.
Oh, yeah. So that sounds good. And then Superman All Seasons. I think I did read that one. But again, it would have been close to 20 years at this point.
Yeah.
Right? Did you? I can't picture that at all. Like All-Star Superman, I can go, oh yeah, I can picture the artwork. Yeah. I can picture like All Seasons. I cannot for the life of me. So I have to look that up. But yeah, like man, with Harvey and the whole like even thematically, like I'm not gonna do too much English teacher stuff, but like one of the big themes is like the duality of man, because it's going back to Harvey, and it's like this struggle of trying to be a good guy, trying to be a good husband, a good DA, and then just again the struggle of trying to hit those ideals, the frustrations that go along with that. Like it was like poor Gilda. That whole relationship was breaking my heart the whole time.
But you see it throughout the entire storyline, like even before, because like he doesn't become Two-Face till I'd say more than halfway through, right? Like,
oh yeah, it's like right near the end. And it's straight up like Dark Knight. Like that whole transformation, the whole Harvey Dent, I feel like they did pull, like the movie just pulled from it.
But you see it in the comic book, like him unraveling, like him like wanting to just like get, like wanting to take out the henchmen, like wanting to just do whatever it takes to get Falcone. And like, again, like you said, then also wanting to do the right thing, wanting to like be there for Gilda and all that stuff. And it's, you can just see that he's like mentally breaking. And that's where it's like, he's becoming Two-Face before the hits.
It broke my heart, man. And did you know that it was so Calendar Man? This was just a little fun fact that I saw that I wanted to share out. But like with Gilda, it's Gilda or Grace, but that character has been established, I want to say, since the 60s. So like that's been Harvey's way, but they never like settled on a name. That was something that Jeff and Loeb and Sale like decided they wanted to make that make Gilda a big part of this storyline. And I thought, like I said, like the stuff that how you read things differently, right? Like when I read this story 20 years ago, not married, like no wife, like no, like feeling that like the weight of like a family, like counting on my like on my shoulders. So reading it now as a dad and a husband, like seeing Gilda and like even just the conversations that she would have with Barbara, like like oh my god, like like them trying to conceive and them talking about just like their husbands are never home and just all everything. It hurt so much more.
And the other thing so funny too, like thinking about it now, is like growing up, like not reading as many of the comics before I started like watching the shows and everything. You've like Barbara Gordon in this one, Batgirl, is his niece. It's not his daughter,
right?
Which then I think that then goes into the Dark Victory also. Like you see her pop up, but like it's still just the son is the only kid right there is James. Right. And I think they have another baby, but I don't know if it is officially Barbara in the comic. But that was always another thing that just like jumped out at me, was like, you always just think Barbara Gordon is the commissioner's daughter.
Right. Well, what else did I have on here? I just wanted to check out the other couple little. Oh no, I guess those are all. Oh, those my okay. So again, going back, man. I mean, I don't know what else you like. I just the things I highlighted real quick. Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
I just
Right.
this is like
It's
a version
crazy.
of Poison Ivy that like I sometimes I would root for. Like, come on, Bruce.
Right.
Like, it's not the worst.
But then
But I
yeah,
really liked
look
that
at me.
whole. I love that angle, and I like that's so
Yeah.
it does connect. I forget. Like I don't know. I just like when Poison Ivy gets these opportunities. Like this is where to me, like she is her most powerful. You know, like there's
Right.
always the nice, cool thing, like her storylines when she gets to like take over Gotham with you know
Right.
with her Ivy.
Ginormous
But
flowers.
yeah, but like I do love when she gets to pull these type of storylines, like with the sense of control.
Well,
Again, just like
it,
Superman in Hush. Like
right. Because I mean, well, this whole thing started because Bruce cut the banks
right,
from the mob, so they
right.
were pissed because they couldn't make any more money. So they hired Poison
Mm-hmm.
Ivy to go like pull his strings to open it up, get the cash flow going back,
Right.
and then that's when Selena comes to his rescue.
And
And
that
I
was
like
so
it there too because
yeah.
yeah, her women have history. They don't say it in the, but like they know who each other are, and like
Yes.
they because of that. But then also later on when Catwoman joins all the villains, when
Mm-hmm.
they're all kind of, they're working for the mob essentially because they want to get rid of this calendar, not calendar man,
Holiday.
the
Yeah.
holiday.
Holiday.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
want to get rid. Of, yeah,
So good. But and then this part too, I thought that this was great. So in case again, this is for more for anybody that doesn't know, you know, like the storyline. But as we've been talking about, the holiday killer again strikes once a month, and like April Fool's Day, I thought that that was a great chapter too. The Riddler, like again, this is when they start bringing in the crazies, like the super. You brought in these people, these crazy people into our family business. Like that's all
right.
I'm hearing as like. I think who was it? Was it Carmilla? No, what was her name? Not Carmilla.
The daughter, is it the daughter or
No,
the
Carmen. No, Louisa. I forget whichever or Sophia. Somebody's yelling
yeah,
like, "You're bringing these people in here."
right. Yeah.
Clint Sassix is over here, so hasn't read When in Rome in years. Yeah, I definitely need to check out When in Rome. But Dark Victory, man, I think so. You started reading Dark Victory at this point.
Read the first, I think I just read the first issue. I gotta keep it going.
Okay.
But then I got like a bunch on my list because also I want to read was it Zero Hour because of that new Hawkman figure that McFarlane just released.
Dude, that figure I had in my hand today. It looks so good. It looks so good.
I saw someone got one that had it was like original Hawkman colors too.
Oh,
I think
wow.
that was in one of our chats.
Oh man. So was that a special like was that the gold label version or
I guess. But this one was a gold label Amazon Target exclusive. But so
okay.
I want to read that comic. That whole thing up to that. So
yeah.
on the queue. Now I got to do Dark Victory and then When in Rome.
Yeah, yeah. And then Superman All Seasons.
Right.
Because I'm telling you, I think I have it somewhere. I have to look. But yeah, dude, what a great story. I really like it's one of the best, like if you enjoy Batman being a detective. And like again, not a good one. Like not a good one. This was really kind of a poop show between him, Gordon, and Dent. Like it was too funny.
They had their suspects that they were like dead set on.
Yeah.
Like at one point, even Harvey thinks it's Bruce. Like he thinks Bruce Wayne is the killer.
Yeah.
But I also just like without spoiling anything, just like the ending is so good too because it leaves it so you're like not even sure. Because again, with like I feel like it's almost like with all these true crime stories, it's like, well, was the person working alone? Did they get the right person? Like all these things. And that was another thing with the animated story. Like, who was the son that he tries to keep out of the family business?
Was that Alberto?
Yeah, Alberto.
Yeah.
like they have the connection between, they show a connection between him and Gilda in the movie, but not in the story.
Okay.
So that goes to a whole nother string of like suspects and everything.
Interesting. Well, you know what? Like that, the interview, and again, this, I'm not going to pretend I read the entire thing because I was just trying to, like, you know, when I got down here 20 minutes before the show, like, let me just look for like one other little fun fact, you know? So I tracked that interview down. So again, it was on Entertainment Weekly or whatever, but it was when it's with, so there is, I'm just, you know, giving people reading things, Loeb and Sale, an interview with the two of them when they dropped the animated movies. And something that they did both talk about that they really love is that after all this time that people still are pulling on the strings of these mysteries and like coming to different conclusions. So like, that's been one of, you know, like, so that was intended. Like they left those little things so to keep screwing with us.
And they never really say, yeah, we got the person. It's all like, well, we think we did. Like,
yeah. I mean, and again, in the comic book too, they did such a great job, especially when all three of them were going through their potential, like who their main sus, and like you could see it. You're like, yeah, okay, it's that person for sure. Like that's the case closed. Oh, so Camacho. So Bruce is not the killer.
Or well, is it?
Yeah. I think we did a pretty amazing job though of being able to discuss this.
Yeah.
In some pretty good depth without spoiling the story. I'm actually very proud of us right now. Because I knew that this was going to be like
dust it off getting on a live stream. I feel like the last time I got on, it was maybe was that with like pandemic? I think I did.
Yeah, I think that this is your first time since like what, maybe my second or third ever live stream back on Instagram. So man, I know that's why I told you this has been great. We're getting your feet wet. I wasn't gonna take up your whole night. I know you got the girls that you're keeping an ear out for.
Next, have a better. I'll have my background set up. So
yeah, dude. Well, hey, we did it. We broke it down. We got you on a live. So this is excellent. So everybody, again, go check out the Captain 1134 over on Instagram. Go check out his stuff. Dan, I tell you all the time, but I love your storytelling. Again, the creativity, the stuff that you come up with. I love it. This is why I keep offering you tubs of toys to take. I'm like, oh, I still got to drop off the McFarlane tub. Like, come up with more stories, Dan. These are great.
Like it's like I have a toy library down the street that I can just rent stuff out.
That is true. But Dan, this is a great, man. I mean, you are welcome to hang out if you want to hear about some Incredible Hulk toys. But if you need to, you want to stick around and do some. All right, good. Because this was going to be a shorter show tonight. I was going to, I'm letting everybody know, like I want to go web swinging. And I still have to be in bed at a reasonable time. Dude, that game is so much fun. You would lose it. You would love it so much. And you're like, I know, I can't even play it, so don't even talk about it. For those of you in the chat, who has been playing Spider-Man 2? And if you have, are you enjoying it? So here we go, everybody. So Dan, I wanted to run through. Now you've seen you passed on these guys, right? The Gray Hulk. Okay.
Yeah. I was maybe waiting for clearance, and then I was just like, I don't know. It's not like trying to be good, and be like, I don't need it,
Well, he is gorgeous. Like, and this is you're gonna kind of end up getting, I think, a little sad by the end of this, but maybe not. So I'm gonna tell you why. So here we go. He's got the shirt. This figure right here is incredibly. It's so much fun because you see these back butterfly joints. So this Hulk figure is tremendous. The reason I got him out off the shelf, because I haven't done much with him since I picked him up in ChrisCon. I just like having him, like he's one of those, but he is fun. So I took him out because I was like, all right, Gray Hulk, because I got this guy. I got my Mark Ruffalo. This was my Prime deals.
Yeah.
And he is.
How are the?
Well, he's great. So here's the interesting thing, right? Like he's a newer figure. Like I honestly think that I would have been fine if I bought him for $40. Like that's his retail price. because he comes with
Yeah.
so much good stuff. And that's what I want to, definitely need to see this stuff, because he's got the big ass, like there's no other way to put it,
Yeah.
the big ass hammer. He's got slightly smaller,
axe.
but still big ass axe. Yep. And then he's got this. Actually, it is only one extra hand, but so he's got the two. Let's have one fist. Like, it would have been nice, of course, to have a second fist, but still. And the two head sculpts, which look,
and then he's got
so
the
good.
helmet too, right?
And then he's got the helmet, which comes off, and it looks equally awesome. Like, they killed this figure. This is really great. And then that's what motivated me to be like, oh, that would be a fun little thing to like talk about some Hulks, because here, this was my one little like, oh, it's a new figure, but where are the butterflies? Right? Like, now he's so much fun anyway that like I can survive without it, you know, like he moves so well on the torso. It is a little tough with the skirt to get some leg stuff, but I mean, like, this is Ragnarok Hulk. What did he come out to? Was it just, I think he was 20, like on the nose. So he was somebody like, you know, if you like having the Ragnarok versions of the character, like, I don't know how often I'm going to shoot him, but he's going to go great with my Mezco Thor, you know, like that was it. So that's why I got him. Plus, I'm definitely buying that Mark Ruffalo figure. So I wanted to have, you know, like a Ruffalo Hulk legend. But now, Dan, so I keep forgetting my Figure Arts is on the shelf, but I think it's pretty safe to say like the Figure Arts one is the best of the Hulks that I have, like from an articulation standpoint. But now I wanted to crack open the big green one, the anniversary. And this is why I didn't want you to get sad on me, Dan, but maybe we can open this together and you'll know that it's going to be open now, that you can use it whenever you want. So
there you go.
I busted out, because you have the Captain America one, right? The from this line, from the
Yeah.
So I have him out. He's going to get opened up. I think like Captain America is one of those videos I want to make where I compare. But then this guy, because I want to get my classic Avengers team ready. So Dan, I'm sorry. He was somebody you were interested in, I know. And I sat on him for so long, but it's Giant Man's fault. Blame Hank. So I've heard really wonderful things about this figure. Oh, what were you saying, Dan? Sorry.
I said then you got to get the Wasp also, now that she's been previewed.
Oh yeah. Well, that was the thing at Comic-Con, you know, I didn't have the chance to like put it, you know, anything official like in a video, but talking to Dwight and Ryan and Dan, like, they're obviously making the things that would go really well with Giant Man, but they're like holding off on whether or not like it's going to be worth pursuing, basically, you know. Oof. So what were your thoughts when they went to this? Was a great package, right? Like, cool, old school. I love the retro vibe. Oh, that's so cool too. This is great.
I got the Cap one up on my bookshelf.
Oh, that's so nice. Look at that.
Well, and that's what now McFarlane's starting to do that with some of those recent like gold label ones. They come with a little stand. Yeah.
Was that Hawkman?
They have it for Hawkman and the Action Comics one.
Ooh.
Yeah, they got these.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's right. Yeah. I had one of them from like King Shark, but those are really cool. Yeah. All right. So, Dan, I know you've seen this before, but yeah, he's got that Gamma Smash. What's up?
It's like such a great accessory. Like I've seen people using it to take pictures.
I know. Dan, this is kind of breaking my heart because I know that you would ask for this one. I feel so bad.
No worries.
You can use all of these things, Dan. I promise. I'm sure your wife will be like, "Oh, good. No, like, yeah, go borrow it and then get it out of my house again." But that piece looks incredible. So that's great. So he does come with two fists. It's again the choices, like, why only one hand? You know, like you couldn't just have given us both fists for this, you know? Why 3 hands instead of 4 distinct hands? I just, because they did it here. It's the
And that's like with, because with you saying that you're opening up that cap, because that cap comes with another head. And that's the one that I swapped. I saw someone do it on the super soldier body. So I did it. But like also like that super soldier figure, he's one of my favorites, but he just came with the shield. He didn't come with an extra set of hands, which would have been nice. You know, like that, like the usual Cap hand where he's like got his hand out like this as if he's like about to throw the shield.
Yes. Oh, dude, that base.
Yeah.
That's great. I mean, like, have you tried to use that in like photos yet? Like not as a photo, but to stand guys into like more extreme.
I should. I do it with the McFarlane bases all the time. I haven't done it with that one though.
I'm just wondering from like a laser, because like those McFarlane ones, I have those over here too. Sometimes these can give me a little bit of trouble. Like they work great, obviously, with Todd's and with like NECA.
Right.
But I'm wondering how that would do, because you know, like when I've used here, I have this G.I. Joe one. So this is the G.I. Joe one. Yeah. Oh, and see, look, I have all of these here, and I need to use these more myself. This is from Stiltman. I think you have this, right?
I don't know who I got it. Yeah. I don't think it. I think I got that from a McFarlane figure.
Oh.
I think. I'm not sure.
I wonder
if you have one.
That was Stiltman. But anyway, something like this Cobra one, I was able to get like the Red Ninja, literally like where he's getting punched and twisted around, but just that one foot was plugged in, and it was really dynamic in turn. So like this is something that I'm trying to use more, like remind myself that these exist to help with my balancing,
rather than like get their feet completely flat and then knock over the entire display.
Yeah, which is my usual. That's my usual go-to.
That I just did recently with that Green Lantern vampire one, because like I put the base on him.
Yeah.
And like can have him like just like jumping at people. Like,
oh, by the way, hold that up for a second. Here, I'm gonna hold that one up. There we go. So guys, if you have, Dan is a big, like, I would say, are you bigger into McFarlane at this point, you think, or into Legend?
It goes. It depends on the characters, I think. Like,
okay. Because that vampire, when you send me that picture, it's so great. It's incredible, and we have to try the Hal Jordan head sculpt on it.
I know, because this body mold is like perfect. Like he's very, like, compared to the other Hal that you have.
Yeah,
I don't like this. Like,
he's already moving so much better. You could just tell, even the sound of it. Like the other one, it was that earlier McFarlane plastic. It was a lot harder and just didn't play well.
Right.
Here we go. So Captain McKay, honestly, if they did 90s Professor Hulk with his brown pants and black tank top, I'd be thrilled. That would be excellent. I was so bummed with that Bruce Banner from the Gray Hulk. I mean, like, I'm happy I have him, but he could have been better. No chewing said, I would definitely say the SH Avengers Assemble Hulk is the best one, but this green anniversary Hulk is my go-to Hulk. Yeah, I still got to crack him out of the packaging. Cal the Collector, Marvel Select Hulk is his favorite. And that's, I did bring as a point of comparison. Big boy over here, but there's big Marvel Select Planet Hulk.
Those guys Marvel Select ones are huge.
I know. This guy's a monster. And I wish I did have that classic version, because again, even with the event or with the Legends version, I hear so many more people say that Marvel Select one is their favorite. So
yeah.
Cal said, "What? No butterfly joints? Time to return them." That's funny, and it's so true that in terms of like, the stuff that people we come up with to complain about. That's what I mean. Like, this is not a deal breaker. This Hulk figure is so awesome. Like, I love, and this one will give me more options
Right.
than this guy. Like I can just do more with him. Plus I can pose him more. And I do love this. Don't get me wrong. I love this guy, but for different reasons. Mostly his is sculpt and size. But man, ridiculous. Let's see. Digspigs. Oh, on a will I stream Spider-Man 2? I think I will. Like when I have some, not tonight, but at some point I will. I'm just gonna throw in those little video game streams here and there. Candace says I still need to play Miles Morales. I'm behind. Oh, dude, it looked great. It is great. I played it through twice. It is awesome. We're talking about over here. So Clintastic still deep in Baldur's Gate 3. I haven't played that one. That looked good too. Dan, you haven't been playing, right? You've been with me. Like I've been getting back into video games more than you have, right? At this point. What's up?
I sold my Xbox.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I gotta save up so I can get a PlayStation so that I can do the Spidey games. Because I was only doing what was that? I was only doing like what are they? Assassin's Creeds. Those were my game of choice.
Okay, and you can get those on both systems. So now,
yeah,
you can also get Spider-Man.
Right.
It's so
But I
good.
still gotta save.
Well, yeah, fair. That's okay. You have plenty of time. You still have the holiday season's coming around, so I'm sure that. Kiwi Collector. My favorite Hulk is the Select Gladiator Hulk. There you go. So that's this guy. I do have his little top part. Yeah, it was bothering me without it. There we go. His little mohawk. There. But yeah, let's get all right. Let me get the rest of this Hulk out. Forgive the crunch, everybody. Here we go. Wait. And this feels good. I can't believe it took me this long to open him up. Because I do love Hulk. That's what's like clearly like I'm realizing I have a lot of Hulks, and I also have like the Avengers game. I have that one. And then the figure works. So yeah, 2, 4. I have at least 6 Hulk figures at the very least.
It's so funny when you like realize that, because like I've told you, like I'm more of a Superman fan, but
yeah,
I like the Batman storylines more. And then I just realized I'm like, I have more Batman figures than Superman ones. But that's also I blame McFarlane, because he comes out with all these different versions of them, and then it's like the same Superman over and over again. So
exactly. Kiwi, look at that big look at that big baby. That's a lot of plastic meat. That's it. The 20th is pretty nice too. Yeah, man. So let me try to show these off to the best of my ability real quick. So Dan, so we can really get the whole look. So we'll take the tour. All right, so one more time. Here is Ruffalo. Again, he's back up to 40 on Amazon, but if you do get a chance and you're into the MCU, like I did want this version of Hulk. So
I'm sure he'll drop down again for
that's what I mean. Yeah. So
right before the holidays.
But I will say, just again, to their credit, for the $40 price point and what he did come with, it was reasonable. Like the price point was good in my mind for like what you did get with him, the 2 different head sculpts, the extra hand, but then do you need him? And that's where it fell for me. Like I needed the price to match my desire for him in my collection. Right. All right, so there's that. I do love the feel of this gray guy. I don't know what it's. Again, he's just one of those guys I like having to look at when I come down to my toy room. But
well, are you gonna get the Joe Fixit if it goes on clearance?
Maybe I would like that would be another one. Like
a
$20 deluxe figure, sure. Here, get a little moving cam now. So here's one more time. This is the Marvel Select Planet Hulk, and he is just. I mean, that is just comic ugly, but in the best way possible. That is like that is so great. So there's Planet Hulk, and then going back to the big guy. Here we go. Let's see if I need any heat. Nope, he moves. Yeah, moving good. And he's got the back. There it is. He's got the back. Not that you need it. Not that it's like a deal breaker, but he does come with the really good articulation. So like literally that's why I was messing with the gray Hulk. And then I'm like, but I have this green one. Oh, but Dan, I know Dan, but it's the green. But then I went back and forth. So
yeah.
But look, Dan. So look, we got this head sculpt here. We have an awesome Hulk to share. So when you get inspired and you want to do some Hulk Superman stuff, we have that head. And where was the other one? Oh yeah, right in the thing. And then this one.
Okay. I was like, what's the difference? But then I realized the other one has the mouth open.
Yeah. So it's just I will say, like, yeah, those are awesome. Those are really great renditions of each head. Oh, so good. So he's open, Dan. We finally have a green classic comic Hulk that we can finally mess with for ideas. So there you go. And the gamma base is available for you to borrow as well. Oh man. So there we go. Those are my Hulks. Minus the 2. But yeah, Figuarts is always gonna win. I'm telling you, man, maybe that's when you go for your first like import, go for a beefy guy. I think that's gonna be.
That's what I was saying. I think if I do anything, it's gonna be the Bane Mafex or Mayfex, however you pronounce it.
Yeah. Well, we go Mayfex over here. We saw. I can't go back into saying both of them all the time.
It'll go good with my custom Bane that I made from a like $3 grifter.
But that was a good one too. That came out great. Like it served the purpose. It was perfect for in the Dark Knight realm. Right. But dude, that Mayfex Dark Knight Superman, I love him so much. I think that you should just borrow him because I think that'll give the best feeling for what that Bane figure is going to be. Because he's going to move really well for that size. So here we go. Let's see. We got some stuff here. Wade agrees. So Wade, butterfly joints need to be standard across the board now. Now, I will say, even though it doesn't have to be deal breakers, I know I once cracked up. So Dan, I cracked up. I think it was Diggs Figs. When I said it was Jurassic Jesse. When I said if there's pins on a figure that comes out now, like a new Legends, like it makes me want to throw up in my throat a little bit. And it's like same deal with like why should like this stuff just should be standard. Like we shouldn't have to talk ourselves out. Like it should just be a thing. So I do agree with Wade. Like it's nothing to get upset about. But
it's also like nice. Why are you using a body mold of a figure from like 10 years? Like
exactly. So same thing. Like pins, get no pins. Give us the best bucks that you have. Like let's see. I had to part with my Select Planet Hulk. Love that fig. Oh, I'm sorry, Wade. The new Ruffalo head sculpt is perfect. That's why I want that solo figure too. Even if I'm just gonna give it to my wife. Hey, this is for all the movies that 13 going on 30. There you go.
I'm doing the Thriller dance.
Yeah. Let's see. I wish Hasbro is clapping hands for Hulk. Oh my god. That would be so epic. Yeah. Now, I do know, I think Machu came up with this idea, like to get a squeezing, like a Hulk squeezing. He flipped it around. So I think, this is a Machu creativity, I think. But see, like to really crunch someone, you have to flip around the whole body. Like to get the joints. But obviously that isn't very practical for most people. So yes, I do agree. For Hulk's, one of his mega moves is, the hand clap, and you're right. Like you can't. Oh man, you can't.
No.
We get the back. One day we will get. But that's what's so nice about that Figuarts Hulk. Oh, that's the Figuarts Hulk. Let's see. Imagine if they were sculpted together so the hands could pull the arms together. That would be neat. That'd be neat. That would be awesome though. Yes, let's see. 90-10. No need for Aunt May to have butterfly joints. Touche. Yes, there are still those characters that don't need every level of articulation. Any shout where they have a Hulk doing everyday things cracks me up. Yeah,
Right.
this is a really good head sculpt for that because it's just so just gnarly. Oh my god, Aunt May in spider mode, Spider Man. Yeah, all right. But that was I could see it. I could see Aunt May web slinging around. All right, you guys. Actually, we need J Shot. Dan, did you ever see J Shot his head swap of Aunt May on the Black Widow body?
Yes. Yes.
It gives me those vibes on this conversation. Oh god. Well, that was it. That was gonna be my big toy to open tonight. Oh, I had a giveaway, guys. Don't go anywhere. All right. So Dan, I don't know if you could enter this too, because well, probably not, because you're here with me now. Unless you wanted to leave and do it, because that would save me shipping costs if you win. But yeah, look, guys, everybody, I wanted to thank everyone for, again, it means so much that you guys want to listen to me talk about toys, or you cared enough to listen to me talk about toys each week. I just crossed over a big milestone, so 900 subscribers, yay! Which again means a lot to me. I know nobody else cares, but it means a lot. So I have toys to give away tonight. I want to do one giveaway, so you have options. So here we go, guys. I'm going to go to a little StreamYard giveaway. The thank you. Just for for your support, for caring, to want to listen, all those things. StreamYard giveaway link. Where is it? Is it stream? Sorry, Dan. This is just being live on the internet.
All good.
StreamYard.com. Is it just that? Oh, I just figured it out. Okay. Yeah, I'm being silly. All right, so what do you think? Should we? What's an easy hashtag for us to use? What should we go with for tonight's show? So something Hulk based or Batman Halloween based?
Do Hulk based because you broke out 3 Hulks. No,
that's true.
4 beefy Hulks. So
there we go. I got it. So once again, guys, as a thank you for hanging out with me each Sunday and helping to spread the word for the channel, all that good stuff. Again, I just wanted to thank you with a free toy. So I tried to get a little assortment of options for people. So let me just put this up. Here we go. Share this. And take that out. So just jumping around doing all the things. There we go. Hulk slaps. How's that?
Nice. That's a good one.
So for those of you live in the chat right now, just type in Hulk slaps and I will be drawing in about a minute. So here are the options. So these are all unopened, new in box. So we have the faceplate Cyborg from Justice League. So this is the faceplate version, because they came out with 2 versions of the figures, one unmasked, and there's the faceplate. So there's that option.
Did he ever do that in the movie? I can't remember.
He did in the for sure
cut, right?
In the Snyder cut. It locked down when he was taken off. I can picture it vividly. Probably in the first one too. Like there was just like that one. I could just picture one look blasting off Iron Man. But here we go, guys. So this is Master Chief. So just in case, I bought him on a whim, and but yeah, I do really enjoy these the Jazzwares figures. So hey, any Halo boys? Who doesn't love army builders? Crimson Guard. So there's that. And then first edition, first line, Kenny Omega from AEW. Again, Jazzwares. And I've been sitting on this figure forever. But it's Scarlet Witch. So this is the OG. This is the Captain America line. Not the new Target exclusive ones. This is the original version that came out. So yes, free toy. I hope one of those sounds good if you end up getting your name pulled out there, everybody. So I'll give it like 30 more seconds to see if we can get a few more people here that are in the chat. But again, thanks, Dan. Thank you so much for hanging out this evening. Appreciate it. This is going to be good because I'll have a little bit of time. I'm gonna want to play for hours, but it'll give me a little bit of time to do some web swinging. I'll like
There you go.
check off a couple of objectives before I need
We'll
to
be
go
going
to
bed.
bed. Yeah. Oh, Archie's in the house. What's going on, Art? Thanks for joining tonight. So yeah, give it 30 more seconds. Again, a nice assortment. So what we'll do, if you're live in the chat, you could tell me right away. I will jot down, and then I'll be in touch for shipping information. So I usually get those out by like Tuesday. So yeah, you'll get this toy in a week. I have people that can vouch for me. Dan, you're usually good because you can just. Are you home?
Yeah.
And you, sir, while I give these guys a few more seconds, you still have to think about your next one. Not to put you on the spot, just as something to talk about. But what are you leaning towards in the stuff that I'm holding for the captain? So we have Batman, Batmobile, Deadpool, Bob. Are those the two that you've been thinking about? And I have Chuckles coming eventually. I don't know if that's somebody else you were like, ooh, hang on to one for me.
What's Chuckles?
That's the G.I. Joe covert one, the Comic Con.
Yeah.
I bought two because I figured somebody would want a second.
I gotta see that one when he's open. I gotta see what you do with him.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm leaning towards the Batman Batmobile.
That's the first combo. I just want to know which one you're like leaning towards first as that first one. I told
it's
you
either that or I wait till Christmas and get the that like complete movie set Batman from McFarlane.
Oh, that's right.
I need that Kilmer Batman Forever and always.
All right, guys, what do you think? Time to draw. Got 8 people in here, so somebody's good odds for somebody getting a free toy. What do you think? 20 seconds. I'll do 20 final seconds. Oh, Tiggs Figs. Oh, oh man. So thank you so much, Ryan. I could cry right now. I didn't want to make a big thing of it. I just because my goal is always just to, I don't know, just this is amazing. So hold on. I did hit a first point of YouTube, like when you as a channel and you can turn on the super chats. And I was like wow, and I wasn't gonna be just gonna kind of have it on. Ryan, that means a lot that you realized it, found it, and that means a lot because again, you guys, anything that comes in is gonna go towards the operating costs of the channel and StreamYard and just other ways for me to enhance the show each week and the other stuff that I can make for you guys. So that just Diggs, I could cry. I'm bringing it up again. Like I think I do have a little. That's really awesome. Oh, thanks, man. Oh, and oh, come on, no. Oh, I love you too. I can't. Actually, it means more that Chewy's telling me he loves me. He's expressing some emotions now because Dan and I are more in the. We always just shower each other with love. Same thing with Toy Father. But oh, that is. Thank you very much, guys. Oh, John, you fellas, I love you. Thank you. Wade, yeah, it's true. This means a lot. We spend a lot of time together, and over the last few years. So thank you guys, really, thank you. Kiwi Collector, Niners is amazing. Help a nice guy. I try each day, and that means a lot. It's super easy to watch and listen to. Thank you. That's all. As long as the stuff is enjoyed, that's the whole goal, right?
Keep it
going.
So
I'm gonna thank you, gentlemen. Thank you guys again, bottom of my heart. That means a lot. So let's give away some toys. Here we go, everybody. So time to draw. Let's see who's getting a toy, and I'll ask them live right over here. And for the 1,000, I will say the review videos have been helping the channel. RG, there we go. So the videos have been helping, like the review videos each week. So I am trying to like put a focus on that. Like I said, one a week is my goal. And yeah, I don't even know. I'm just rambling now because you guys. Oh, so Archie, this is amazing. Congratulations. So I'm going to run through the options for you. So depending on who you might, what sounds interesting to you, but we have a Marvel Legends Scarlet Witch, the Army Building Crimson Guard. I do really love this figure, for the record. I don't know if you're a wrestling fan, but we have Kenny Omega, Master Chief, and a cyborg with the face shield. So, Art, that's so cool, man. So let me know, and I'll get that shipped out to you. Hopefully, one of those sounds interesting to you. And as we approach the 1,000, I do have ideas for a bigger, giveaway. This was just more of like, holy crap, this happened tonight, and I wanted to say thank you guys. So
That's awesome.
yeah. Oh, and Art, he got his first Yimbo hug. That's right, at Comic-Con. Dan, you know these hugs all too well.
Yep.
So that was great. And Wade, no, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Likewise, it's mutual. Appreciate it. And oh, thanks, God. No, you stop. So congratulations, Art. So this is awesome, man. And Art, we can always talk after too, so that's no big deal. Dan, you hearing your girls? Or are they sleeping? Are they sleeping?
I hope they are.
Yeah.
But I do got to go check.
You are going to go check. All right. So, Dan, thank you very much, my friend. I'll let you sign out, and then I'll go do my little wrap up, and have a great night, buddy. Thank you so much.
Thanks, man. You too. Thanks.
Yeah, man. Appreciate your time. See ya. There we go. And thank you, Clint. Thank you very much. It means a lot. Like I said, it means a lot, everybody. Thank you. And again, just look at how nice our community continues to, continues to expand, continues to get to new milestones, new accomplishments. What's good for one of us is good for all of us. So this is just it's just great. It's awesome all around. And genuinely, thank you very much to my super chatters. Oh my goodness, guys. I can't with you guys. So thank you again to Jay Shot, to No Chewing, to Clintastic, to Diggs Figs for you guys are the best. And again, just it's appreciated. Never expected, just always appreciated. So I hope you guys had fun this evening. We are down to, I have about a half hour I can get web swinging done. So I plan on doing that now. Moving forward. So on Wednesday, back again with another TPC Top 10 over on the Toy Pick Community YouTube channel. This week, we don't have anyone currently scheduled. November 1st, we will be discussing or talking with Savage Crucible, so that's going to be a lot of fun. I am talking to Shartimus Prime, so just quick shout out of his Kickstarter, Street Humans. So I'm going back and forth with him right now. So I'm hoping to have him on the stream along with my toy daddies of No Chewing and Toy Father to talk to Shartimus about Street Humans. So it might be a Sunday night, it might be a TPC Wednesday night. So we'll see, but that's coming up. So we're having that little back and forth right now. So that should be exciting. And yeah, what else? Back Giant Man, if it looks good to you, I can't wait. I really hope I get that toy. And yeah. What else? Monday Night Toy Talk with my boys, Cock Create, Toy Addict 17. Thursday nights, Unworthy Addiction. Again, you guys are awesome. Crack me up each week. So thank you for all that you guys do. Thank you to, again, Jay Shot and Machu on Wednesdays with Between Two Sentinels. Love you guys. They had on my boy Lago Figs last Wednesday. So a lot of great YouTube content to watch. So I'm not going to take up any more of your time. Art G, I love you, buddy. Art, congratulations on the win tonight. We will be discussing. I'll hit you up right now as I fire up my PS5 to play some Spidey to see which toy you want. And I think that's it. Any other questions? Anything else for the group, for the good of the order before we sign out tonight? Are we good, everyone? Last chance. Are we all set? Art, love you, buddy, too. Have a wonderful Sunday. I will be in touch. Wade, have a great week, everybody. Seriously, John. D. Blake makes us here. Love you. Go treat yourself. Go hit up D. Blake. Again, bottom of my heart. Thank you guys so much for everything. It means the world. It means the world. So I hope you had fun tonight. And that's it. I'm just going to go back, getting my little outro ready. Okay, everybody. Have a great night. Peace.